Hi everyone, this is Under from I Play I Talk, and wow, that was terrible. So my audio was clipping when I was actually in the mood, so I had to like lower my levels a little bit so my audio would actually be alright. So here we are back again with Valiant, Hearts, the Great War, and I'm about to play Chapter 2. You can read it well. If you don't, it's because it's a little blurry because it's going to start the cutscene and whatever. So it's the Chapter 2, second chapter, last episode. What happened is that I've defeated Von Dorf for the first time. But he ran away. He managed to escape in the Zeppelin, and his Emil's son-in-law, Carl, yeah, that's his name. He was actually the pilot of the Zeppelin. And yeah, so Freddy and Emil in the quest to find Von Dorf, and now with a new companion called Anna. And let's resume. Okay, so had some trouble with the audio again, but I think everything is back now just because I forgot to tap back into the game. So yeah, Chapter 2, Broken Earth. Hopefully that's gonna work now. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Let's play. Paris. 9 months earlier. Whoa, what's gonna happen now?
Anna was training to be a veterinarian when the war broke out. The Germans were only 20 miles from Paris when she received a letter from her father. He was in good health, but implored her not to return home to Belgium until the war's end.
Yeah.
Patience, however, was not one of Anna's strong suits.
So now we're playing with Anna, and it's gonna be her story that we're explaining. By the way, I need to clarify something that now you're controlling. So I think I have to toss something at him. I forget. How do I get that thing over there? In any case, so last time I played this game, I remember where I've stopped, but I have no idea what else happened because it's been a hot while since. I think that's what I need to get. Is it? Yeah, I need to grab this. So I don't quite remember much of what else is happening in this game, so it's almost like it's new for me. Let's keep the tradition that I've developed here and actually read what's in this. Inkwell. Ballpoint pens were not developed until the 1950s, 60s. I did not know that. So soldiers used a quill or nib to write letters. I actually totally thought this was up until like, I don't know, it feels like this is so much older than that. Like, I mean, just 1950s and 60s is quite recent, even though it's been 70 years now. Holy crap. Ink was poured into an inkwell into which, in order to provide enough ink, the quill or nib had to be dipped regularly. Cool. Not that we didn't really know that, but still fun facts regardless. And imagine how tough it was to actually write letters during the war in the trenches and whatnot. So, can I leave through here? No, I cannot. Okay, so I have this piece of coal. Maybe I'll try. Damn it! Well, I'll see if I can. Over there. Oh, I think I have to toss it in here so that the key drops onto the balcony. So that's what I was thinking, like there's no way down from here. Oh yeah, that's the way down. Okay, I got it. Why is she locked though? There's something over there that I want to... Okay, there you go. By the way, as I speak... Yes, got it. So I'm a big fan of the game Grumps. And I was watching an episode in which they were playing. It's not that old, actually. It's pretty recent. So what was happening is that can I grab this from you, man? No, I can't. They were playing Double Dragon, and Aaron was talking about how people didn't like that episode where he was playing another game by himself because he had some sort of a standard YouTube voice, which is kind of what I'm doing right now. And he was saying, oh yeah, it's not as casual. But to be... Whoa. Taxes to the Marne. Persian taxes are a requisition. That's probably some sort of a thing that is gonna come in one of those items that we collect throughout the stage. So yeah, so the thing is, oh, it's probably gonna, I'm probably gonna drive a cab or something. That's probably what it is. Oh, yeah, and that's the thing that they dropped. Let's watch. I'll read it. So I'm just gonna finish my thought. So yeah, he was talking about like how casual YouTube voice was kind of boring, and they preferred the casual, not casual standard, just standard YouTuber voice is a boring thing, and how casual the game grumps actually are. And to be perfectly honest, like that's kind of exactly what I love about them. But it's pretty impossible to do it like the way they do it, because first they're two people, so they can actually hold a conversation, and second is the fact that I have to focus on the game, and they have the advantage of having. Let me just read this. Oh wow. Germans at the game. September 1914, the German advance took them to within 20 miles of Paris. The government had already fled to Bordeaux and was expecting Paris to fall. In the north, most of Belgium was occupied, but under the king's command, 75,000 soldiers kept Ypres and Isère out of German hands. That's super cool. Horrifying, by the way, but super cool nonetheless. I'm just gonna try to just read that, and yeah, so taxi to Marne. Boy, I had a hard time reading that. September 6th and 7th, 1914, General Gallieni requisitioned 630 Parisian taxis to transport troops rapidly to Marne. While relatively few soldiers were actually transported, 4,000 in all, 3% of the total number of men deployed in battle, the impact on the public was huge. The event became a symbol of solidarity for the nation, and the Marne counterattack saved Paris from German occupation. Morale is actually pretty important in wars, right? So if that lifted morale for people, great. So anyway, I have to focus on the game, and if they have like two people, actually one playing and the other one just talking, it makes it much easier for them to formulate thoughts, and the other one just kind of responding. And I need something. What's this for? Oh, I'm just gonna fix that. Oh, that's what it is. I'm going to fix that thing over here. Oh, I need the boat. Okay, never mind. So yeah, I'm... Oh yeah, I see. So I have the X. I need to grab the square. Oh, there's something over there, which I want. Can I use this here? No, I cannot. Anywho, can I use this here? It seems like I could use that thing. Oh, I cannot. Can I use this here? No, I cannot. So yeah, there is not much of a way that for me to... Can I talk to this dude over here? Wait, what? What am I supposed to do? She sounds like a siren. Okay, so I can...
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's cool. It's nice that they showed this this mechanic of the game. So yeah, that's the thing. Like I feel like being talking about like casual and standard, it's a little tough because it's definitely very different situations. Oh yes, it's definitely different situations that people have to go through in order to record games, and I don't know. I feel like, do I need this? Yeah, I definitely need this for something. Yeah, I feel like I need that too. Yeah, but that's for after. This one's what I need right now. Yeah, got it. Okay, so now I need that thing again. Oh, I just like, yeah, I use that. So yeah, different circumstances lead to different results, and different people also lead to different results. Maybe some people would not... Oh, frick, I need... Come on. Where is this? What? I bet somebody has it. Did I just leave it here? Is it the one that I had before? No, it is not, eh? I had the X. Yeah, that's the X. Is it up here? I will not use a hint. Not on the first stage of the mechanics of Anna. I will not use a hint. I do wish there was like a run faster button. Can I use this? Maybe? I don't think so, eh? Because it's gonna tell me that... Oh, it does work. Okay. I thought... Yeah. Sometimes games can be a little too specific, because that clearly would work, but... Oh, yes. And now it's my turn. I will drive a taxi to Maaken, which I'm definitely assuming is in Belgium. But it could be on the border with Paris as well. Oh, Paris, with France. Okay, so another one of those. Oh, frick. Ah, frick. Bruh, it's so difficult. What am I supposed to... Oh, okay. Yo, that's really hard. It comes so fast. And you have very little space, actually, too. Oh, yeah. Yo, that's a lot of things. Whoa, what's up? It's just there. It's so funny. Whoa! This is so hectic. Why is she going so fast? Yo, is this gonna be... Whoa! Why are you doing this? See, there's little reason for them to be doing that, to be perfectly honest. There's one thing that I've noticed. Oh, frick. Ah, damn it! Shoot. There's one thing I've noticed in this game that I'm actually gonna like maybe look that up a little bit. That they have the French flag is it's obviously different, but there are things. Oh my gosh, I need to concentrate a little bit here. So the French flag has like some stuff written on it and has some symbols. I kind of am curious to know like what is written in there, and it's like if it's actually an old flag or it's just like a war thing, because sometimes countries might have different flags for the army and whatever. So this could still be used. So I know, for example, that Japan has a different flag for the army or the marines or something like that. So maybe this could be the same with France too.
September 7th, 1914. Taxis drove all night. Anna was proud to help the soldiers reach the front line. When Anna arrived at her destination, she discovered the horrible truth with her own eyes.
Can I even imagine being a medic at that time? It's kind of... First, you don't even have the means to save everybody, even today, for today's reality. Second of all, you didn't have even less means and even less medication that you had before, less resources. Boy, that was one. That was a very, very painful scream. Probably need to heal him. Yeah. Okay, so I didn't notice before, but there are different arrows that I have to push. It's not all down. It could also be sideways or up. It's good to have realized that now. But I think it's going to be pretty easy from now on. But it will definitely become more complicated as the game progresses.
7 months went by. Driven by compassion, Anna devoted herself, body and soul, to healing the wounded and the sick. Every life saved was another small victory over the war. The conflict, however, raged on.
I keep saying this, but like, to be perfect, it's so great how they convey how horrifying the war was in such a beautiful game, so colorful, so childish even, like, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, let's see what's up now. And yeah, like, honestly, 1917, there's the reference again. There's new diary thing unlocked. Let me see that first. Is that it? Oh, I'm having so much trouble with the thing. Okay, there you go. Yeah, man, like, if you watch 1917, they really portray quite well, without being too gory, the place where they used to heal the soldiers, like the frontline nurses and stuff like that. It is pretty horrifying, but without having to shock so much with like gory scenes and whatnot. So let's see. The Hectacom. The first 3 months of the war saw especially heavy losses. I'm not counting the time, I'm just realizing. August 22nd in 1914 was the bloodiest day of the whole war, with heavy casualties. The numbers of wounded were far greater than had been anticipated, and the military health service struggled to cope with the scale of the conflict. Can you imagine? Like, in the first year of the war is the bloodiest one. And it just kind of, this whole war was just like insanely awful, man. Who has the soul to just decide that they're gonna do this? Like, I'm so thankful for diplomacy nowadays, man. Because, man, we will not be able to survive a third world war. Actually, we would not be able to. I don't believe so. Nurses were the angels of the Great War. Can you see them? Like, they all like dressed in fully white. They definitely would look like angels if I'm just dying and completely wounded and just completely numb with pain. And were generally volunteers recruited by the Red Cross. The army of the American ambulances to work. Anyway. Nurses were the angels of the Great War, and were generally volunteers recruited by the Red Cross, the Army, or the American ambulances to work long, grueling shifts in hospitals, both at the front and behind the lines. They played the role of carers, mothers, and confidentes. They often featured the soldiers' memoirs and were sometimes their sole companion in death. The majority were demobilized at the end of hostilities. Nobody had a good time. Nobody had it better or worse in the war, to be perfectly honest. So yeah. This guy needs water. I need to pick up some water for him. That's a very big stage. Dang. Yo, that's so strong. Like, he's burying this guy. So awful. He needs to... Okay. Oh, he needs a... Oh, frick me, man. I don't think I'm gonna feel great after finishing this episode. I feel like I'm gonna be a little depressed. And probably even more than when I watched 1917, because another thing that I find is greatly powerful with games is that you're taking on the action. Oh my gosh, look at those. The flies over the, like, just the mountains of bodies. If this isn't one of the worst things. Look in the back, just the crosses. It's a cemetery. So many dead ones. Ah, frick. It's just... Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna be feeling amazing after this episode. And now I need to go grab... Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Goodness me. Are those socks? Tallow socks. Socks soaked in refined tallow or coated in formal, the most effective way to beat the cold and damp, frostbite, and other ailments. That at least was what Everett had people believe. However effective the socks were, the soldier's best friend was always a nice dry bear. I'm great. All of those, I would say maybe ancient knowledge. Okay. I need to get this to this guy. And there's only one way she's gonna use that saw. Oh goodness, I couldn't even look at what I was doing just because this scene is so actually strong. Boy. I'm starting to feel a little bad right now, like legitimately kind of slightly depressed. They don't even show the arm, like she definitely amputated his arm right now. Why is war so terrible, man? I mean, like why? For real though. Can I go here? I can. This is a very, very big stage. I need... Wait, what? Okay. I wonder if the thing is still going to be open when I get there. I need to leave the thing there. The bottle. I probably need to leave it here. Yeah, exactly. Needed to leave it there so that I can fill it with water. Grab it, give it to the other guy. This game is actually full of those. This is actually probably the most puzzle intense part of the game that we've experienced so far. It's full of parts in which we have to help several people in order to pass the stage. Like this screen actually kind of like this, kind of like a map, and I need to give water to this soldier here. Yeah, and I need to find things to heal other guys. I have no idea where to get that. He's just saying like that there's people there who need help. Can I grab the saw again? Maybe I can saw the tree and get the, what's it called? The scarf. The saw is here still. Maybe I can still do it. And last time that I played this game, I have zero remembrance of this part of the game. Maybe I just felt equally bad. So, is this what I need to do to? Cause that's like a scarf. Maybe that's what I need to heal the guy with the broken arm. Yeah, maybe I was just too scarred after this part of the game. Ugh. I don't even know what to say. Frick. Wait, did I screw up? I don't remember if I failed, but I wonder if they die if I fail. Or do I just have like a second chance? Maybe I fail the stage and I have to redo it. I need to grab this. Oh, I'm just gonna have to. Frick. Those people, those nurses, those soldiers, well, way back when, and soldiers even now, I won't say they were just like heroic as much as they were they had nerves of steel. The things that they had to go through. There's regardless of what you think about war, like praising veterans just for being there and surviving and doing the things that they did and like kind of literally giving their lives. Forget about the nation, but just giving their lives for their friends, their companions, their fellow soldiers and nurses even. And then after that, the nation is just kind of It's definitely really, really incredible. Is there a guy down here? Yes, there is. Oh no. Is this guy German? This guy's German, isn't he? Kind of reminds me of a scene in 1917, which I'm not gonna spoil. Sorry, I'm actually focusing. Not that I'm bad at quick time events, but I just kind of don't. I don't feel like missing.
The French officers were talking about Belgium. The German army was about to experiment with a new weapon near Ypres, Anna's hometown. Anna got en route to warn her father about the imminent danger. Reaching the outskirts of the city, Anna was greeted by the screams.
I have a feeling the city was also in 1917. It's probably like a very big spot, strategic spot in the war.
Was already here.
Oh no. It's the chlorine. Let me just look for... Did I miss this? The other things? Oh yeah, I did. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's nice and timely. A little description about Ypres. Dubbed Wipers, Ypres town in ruins. Dubbed Wipers by British troops due to its difficult pronunciation. Wipers. The Belgian town of Ypres was a key strategic position during war, exactly as I expected it to be. A hub for road, rail, and canal networks, he became the target for sustained bombing from 1914. In 1915, the Germans even used chemical warfare on the town. By the end of the war, the majestic cathedral and town center were nothing but ruins. See? Nobody wins. Technology at work. Yo, this plane is amazing. In the wake of technological advances in early 20th century, the vast scope of this industrialized war brought developments in all fields: aircraft, submarines, dirigibles, and tanks. Great progress was made in the fields of medicine, surgery, medical hygiene, and radiology, thanks to Marie Curie's work, who took thousands of X-rays of the wounded. Studied that a lot in university about X-rays and technology and stuff, and I once read a book. I was reading a book about airplanes and stuff. And very cool that the plane was invented in whereabouts like 1906, 1908. And it was that very precarious thing that we all know from, I don't know, the Wright brothers and Santos Dumont, the Brazilian guy. But then to evolve to this in like a matter of like whatever, not even 10 years. Like to carry bombs and stuff, that's pretty intense. War did bring great technological advances, but to be perfectly honest, is it worth it? So yeah, it's kind of like the questions that we have to ask ourselves, like, what is progress? Oh, you can go there because you died. Pretty sure. Okay, I have to grab this. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so you have to understand maybe the measures of progress, and think, is it worth it? Like, we could have waited a little bit longer for progress if it meant that we wouldn't need to have the war, right? Is it worth it really? Like the 60 millions of that, the 17 million soldiers and civilians, and no. Oh, so that's how you get it. Yeah, there you go. So focusing again. I almost missed. I was like focusing and just kind of like making a joke for myself that I'm really bad at this, and I actually legit almost missed. So I will need to. This is mom from the girl downstairs who's crying, and you can hear it. At least I can hear her. I'll put the volume down a little bit by the time that this goes up. So okay, is this a thing that I can catch? No, it's not. Yeah, no. Yeah, I definitely didn't think I would go down through the tree. But anyways, before we reunite with the girl and the mom, just to see how cute they look together. It's a terrible joke in the midst of a bombed war with chemical warfare. So bombed town in chemical warfare. So this is it. This is the end of this episode, and next episode we're gonna save people in Ypres and maybe reunite in the present with Freddy and Emile. See you then. This is Andre for I Play a Talk. Bye.